The FBI wants Apple to provide a backdoor to access cellular phone data on a phone that belonged to one of the killers in the San Bernardino attack. The issue at hand is very complex, giving way to arguments for and against providing the backdoor. Apple strongly believes that providing the backdoor is dangerous and violates people's privacy, thus causing them to refuse the FBI's request. People who use encrypted phones depend on the manufacturer to keep their personal data and information safe. It is important to consumers that their privacy is maintained with no fear of being compromised without their permission or knowledge. Apple strongly feels that if they were to comply, they would be setting a precedent for all future cases. In doing so, it would give the government more ammunition to compel the courts to agree to invade people's privacy. Once this backdoor is created, it would provide power to not only the government, but to the thieves and anyone who would benefit from snooping. It is essential that all phones remain untouched so that they are not exposed to threats or attacks. Consumers store more information on their phones than they do at home on a computer or a daily planner, such as begin quote, private conversations, photos, our music, our notes, our calendars and contacts, our financial information and health data, end quote. Cook, 2016. Apple should be supported in their endeavor to not provide a backdoor. The U.S. government claims that this is a one-time only circumstance, but that is simply not true. Once they have reached their hand into the cookie jar, they will not just want one cookie, but they will be back for more. By not providing a key to access to this one phone, Apple is keeping all phones in the future secure and safe. Apple has spent decades creating a sophisticated security for consumers. The U.S. government should not have the right to undermine this security by providing a backdoor. The ACLU states that the government is violating the Fifth Amendment by trying to force third parties that are innocent to assist the government to divulge information that it has no ownership rights over. The Fifth Amendment limits law enforcement's rights in this area. There are those that feel that Apple is choosing to protect the terrorists' privacy over the security of American people. Apple, however, feels that they are protecting the consumers and strongly disagrees with the U.S. government. The White House claims that they are not asking Apple to create a new backdoor, but they simply want the option to try hundreds of sequenced numbers to access one phone without being locked out. However, Apple strongly feels that by producing a key to give law enforcement the ability to unlock the phone would be the same as giving them a master key to unlock hundreds and millions of phones, because they would not just stop at this one phone. The FBI insists that it is not impossible for Apple to provide a key to access the phone and claims they are supporting terrorists. Apple strongly disagrees and has stated that you cannot pick and choose who you protect and that privacy is for everyone or no one. The FBI insists that Apple has a solution, but Apple does not, and it would take months and months for them to find a way to circumvent their own security. The FBI is just trying to justify their demands by using the writs of Act 1789. This action would give the government the ability to access all phones easier and breach the privacy of not only individuals but corporations as well. Apple feels that this is an overreach of the U.S. government and is not backing down. In conclusion, Apple is protecting the consumer's freedom and liberty by refusing the government's request to provide a key to unlock the phone. It's in the best interest of everyone that they take a step back and consider the fallout. The consequences of unlocking the phone would add vulnerability to all software and devices. In this day and age, we are already battling cybercrime in many forms.